You are listening to an exclusive on PodHub Network. Your city, your podcast.
Yo, 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 welcome to NS9 NFT. I am your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, we got Jim Rosati. Jim, what it do?
How's it going? I feel like I haven't talked to you all year.
Mouth. I'm done. I can't do this. Stop it, Jim. No, you haven't talked to me all year long.
Yeah.
But what's up?
Not much. It's cold here, but
Gregory Price says, yo, not to be mistaken for Gregory Soto.
Right. Yeah. Which hopefully we get an idea of what Gregory Soto is going to be going for on the marketplace here soon for candy.
I know.
Yeah.
Not tonight, apparently.
Not tonight. So our pleas last week, they went unheard.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Candy just let us down. We pleaded, we pleaded, we begged. Let us have the marketplace preview for Monday. That way we could preview it on the show live.
Yeah.
You know what? One more chance. Let me hit that refresh. No marketplace,
No.
Jim.
Just like F5.
Right.
Yeah, no. So, but it should come out sometime this week. We should get kind of like the pre-marketplace with listings, and we can at least at that point see what people have available to sell and what deals there may be to be had. Wow, we'll take a look and see, but it's not live right now, so can't talk about it right now too much. But there's some other stuff going on.
There is. You know, you're right. Like, we can't, it's not live. And I feel like for the past 4 weeks, we've just been speculating and regulating. So we can't really do it right now. And well, I mean, we can, but it's like, I'm kind of tired of doing that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I just kind of want to see it. So as soon as we see it, you know, we'll get on it, but it should be this week.
And that's what it is. You know, it's like there's only one more week where we can do it. We could keep continuing talking and talking. I feel like we're getting boring now if we're just going to keep talking about speculating what this marketplace is going to be. So let's kind of move past that. Some point this week, though, it will be there. So you will be able to log on to Candy, go to the marketplace, see the live listings. Now, you can't purchase them. They're live to the point as if they're on the site. Again, you and I both kind of feel like, for the most part, maybe not all of them will be accurate, you know?
Yeah, it'll be nice, though. I mean, by the time we are on next week, we should have seen a lot of it, and we should be able to kind of preview the marketplace next week. So next week will be a super fun show because we'll have the marketplace to play around with.
For sure. I know. So let me ask you this, because I text you a theory, an idea as a message last week, because we did talk. And again, this isn't speculating on pricing, but we did mention how we feel like there's probably going to be people that go on there and list things for like $1 trillion, right? Just to list something for $1 trillion.
Yeah.
And then you talked that you probably might see some pre-paper hands, you know, like you see someone listed for 50 and it's like, oh, I got listed for 49 now because they want theirs to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Should we as a community, now mind you, you got to be on top of this, okay? Because you don't want to forget. But should we as a community, and what I mean by the community is the ones that want to go ahead and purchase secondary, right? Should we start listing our stuff up there for like $15 and then say $11.59 on January 14th? We just delist everything. And then hopefully everyone else, because all those people, right? All those people that are trying to undercut are probably going to see that like, oh man, I can't believe it's only $15. Oh, boy. All right, here, 13. And then we just all delist and we scoop up for $13.
It's not a bad idea for the buyers, I guess. I could see maybe, some people getting upset if like it was like a coordinated thing that was done.
Now listen, Candy in this space that we're talking of today is involved with MLB. Mm-hmm. And MLB is all about market manipulation. So all I'm doing,
I love it. It's true,
is trying to play in the constraints of the league in which we are participating in.
No, that would be fun. It would be kind of funny. I mean, I would imagine we'll see some people put stuff up and then pull it, right? I may even put something up there for and then pull it. But I'm not really planning. I don't have any duplicates like you do, so I'm not really planning on selling anything, I don't think. But no, that's an interesting strategy. Not something I'd thought of. I mean, I guess it might work. So you get all the people who are like, I need to sell this stuff, or like, right. I just want to sell it and flip it. You have all them, seeing the lower prices, and then they put their stuff up. They don't take it off. Everybody else takes it off. Theirs is there. They get scooped up super quick. The next thing you know, the floor is super high because everybody who's buying is holding, but all the sellers are sold.
Still there.
Right. I don't know. It's
people that are in the know, all delist. So it's like that that next floor, I guess you could say, is now gone. It's now back to like the normal high pricing. So we all just scoop up the cheap stuff. Like I get my Juan Soto for $49.99. What a deal, And then I'm good.
Yeah. Like what if I list my Juan Soto for like $15?
Exactly.
And then 5 people are like, oh man, this guy has his Soto listed for 15. I need to do 14.
Right. Or I might say, okay, well, I'll go first. I'll do it for 20.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. Either or. Let's get that ballpark down there though, because I'm trying to snipe on January 15th. And I know you are, and there's plenty of others. So let the people that aren't really active, aren't paying attention, the ones that are coming in like today saying, hey, when's the marketplace opening up? Right? I got these things. I'm not really following. I'm not really paying attention. Let them not pay attention. They're not locked in. Let's keep them that way. List their stuff for $40 and below because we might have made them think that it's worth that much. And then we scoop it up on January 15th and either keep it or then like relist it for our, $500.
It's an interesting concept. I don't know if you could get as many people on board with it. I mean, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. That's an interesting concept that I hadn't heard of. It would work though, I think. Like I think it would actually work. People would be like, "Oh crap, I need to list this super cheap." Right. And they would do it.
And
but then at the same time,
it's just that's what it is.
But then at the same time, you're going to have so many people then like hawking that moment or hawking that NFT that will you even have a chance to get it because 100 other people are going to be trying to buy at the same time.
It's fine. The best person wins. Good luck to them.
Yeah. Which clearly isn't you based off of your mint numbers on plays of the day.
No, it's not me. I will not win.
Yeah. So that won't work.
I think my best was like three something. And I mean, I'm on there as soon as it opens. Yeah. I mean, you and I are both.
I at least got double digits at one point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the one day where I thought I did really good on it, I got number 60. So that means there were 59 other people there. before me.
Yeah, you know what? I take it back. My best is 2, which is a good serial. 222 is my best. But still, 221 people are faster than me.
Right.
When I clicked it, more or less at the same
So
time
what's
as
the
everybody
marketplace
else.
gonna? What's the marketplace gonna look like when there's a $14 Juan Soto?
Probably pretty good. But my hope is that there's, like, well, I can't say a bunch because not a bunch to begin with, but it's maybe 10 or 15 of them. We'll see.
And then how do you know which one to click on? That's the other thing. Then it's like, oh, you got
like 15 browsers open.
Then you gotta pick which one you want. Yeah.
I'm having my wife stay home. I'm staying home. I'm inviting some friends over.
Yeah. So I don't know. In theory, I don't know how it would work because I still don't think I really think that anything that is priced super like when you look at it, you're like, okay, this is a really good value. I just think those are going to be scooped up so quick that your odds of getting it are super low.
Yeah.
I mean, how often do you, I mean, I know when I'm looking for something on Top Shot and it's trading super quick, I have to click on like 15 different serials before I get to something that says, this is available to purchase. I mean, so it's going to be pretty fast.
I'm not doubting that one bit, one bit. But for the person that does Lookout, you're welcome.
Right.
For the tens of you that are listening, right? Let's get in on this.
The dozens and dozens.
Let's do it. The dozens and dozens. Yes. Let's. I'm telling you, let's do it. I'm down. Now I'm going to test my theory first because don't be the dum who lists their $14 and then finds out Candy has like some error where you can't delist. So like put up their first for $1 trillion. Make sure you can take it down. And then once you know it's working, then list it for $14.99.
There you go.
Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, less speculation on the marketplace, more manipulation about the marketplace on this show. And I'm all for
it. If it works in our favor, yeah, whatever.
Well,
I think a lot of people who watch this, wouldn't mind scooping up some cheap collectibles right off the bat.
Not at all. We're here for you. We're here for the people. So let's get it going. Let's do some market manipulation. All right. It's a one-time deal because after January 15th, they're really not going to be able to do it again. The market's going to be set. It's going to be forward. We're going to realize what this stuff's for and continue on. You're not just going to one day wake up on June 3rd, 2023 and be like, oh, let's manipulate the market. So this is your one-time shot. You only get one chance, one opportunity.
I wonder if it's going to be like, I know some people were complaining about some of the drops being early in the morning, especially for like, the West Coast people. Right. I wonder what time, like, I wonder if they'll keep the West Coast people in mind for that marketplace opening, or if it's going to be like 9 a.m. So if you're on the West Coast, you got to get up at 6.
So you say keep the West Coast people in mind. How about the same time? What are they going to keep the East Coast people in mind? What if it's midnight Pacific Coast?
3 a.m.
Which is 3 a.m.
So 3 a.m. Eastern,
right?
Yeah. I don't think it's not gonna be like at a midnight. It's gonna be a set time during the day, I think.
I'll put it this way. I believe you. However, especially the route we're going, I would prefer it was 3 a.m. for us because most people won't wake up for that. I will have an alarm. I will be awake, and I will be, as Gregory said, I'll have my camo and beef jerky ready so I can go on a snipe session as well.
Right.
So,
I would actually prefer, and I think it would just because it would be fun and it would be frustrating for some people. Like, don't tell us when it's going to happen. Like, give us the day, but then just open it up randomly at some point throughout the day. And like, you just have to be on. Like, if you're not on, you miss that opening. If you're on, then you get the reward.
So in my life,
yeah,
I like order, but in the real world, like in life, I love chaos. I absolutely love chaos. I love watching it. I love seeing it, hearing about it. Somewhere deep down, I'm all for that.
Like, what if it just randomly opens at like 11:47 a.m.
Right. Nobody knows. No one knows, boom. Jim. It just opens up, and then the one person who just lucks into it, they're hitting their F5.
Right.
It's open. They purchase. That would be great.
Boom. They get the $15 Juan Soto that we
They
helped.
earned it. They earned it.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of like that idea.
I do. I kind of also would be pretty pissed because I the odds are also not in your favor that you're going to be that person.
Right.
And
I feel like you have better odds though, like doing it random like that, than you do of 500 or 1,000 people trying at one point to buy one thing.
I mean, that's fair enough. I'm probably like for you and I, who are probably just sitting here and refreshing every so often. I mean, it might not be
Right.
automatically, but like a person just away for 8 hours, 10 hours a day, can't even get to a computer or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel bad for that person. You can plan, maybe coordinate if you had a time. But for us, I mean, I might refresh here and there, and you have a better odd, like you said. And I'm sure too, that person who does catch it, I mean, the first thing they're doing is not going into Discord and saying, "Hey, marketplace is opening." Like they're making the rounds.
They're
buying
saying,
everything up.
I get this and this and
Right.
this and this. And then once they get
they're
everything,
done,
hey, Discord, by the way, marketplace is working.
right.
Yeah.
FYI.
Not really any deals to be had, it looks like.
Right. But anyway, yeah, so it is going to happen this week at some point in time. And of course, on January 15th, it will be open live. You can purchase. Again, as mentioned, day one, you can cash out. All the good stuff there. But one thing we do want to talk about this week as well is, and the reason I'm wearing the shirt here, I mean, MLB is in a lockout currently. All right. And yeah, we could talk about the news about Rob Manfred getting a little personal and soft and firing Ken Rosenthal because he was critical of the league. Oh my God, how dare he? But with that said, MLB is in a lockout. There is no baseball. Today it was even reported that there's no set time to really come together and talk about it again. I mean, they did say the holidays are coming up, so there's not any meetings in sight. Holidays are over, and there still really isn't. So again, with that said, there is no baseball currently. We're not sure if and when there will be baseball. And it's been some questions we've seen in the Discord and such, and I think we should talk about it. Do you feel that the lockout might have any implications on what the marketplace could be, what the hype could be? Because we are dealing with MLB, right? Trading moments, whatever you want to call them, cards, moms, whatever. Could this really affect this space because of that?
I mean, it's an interesting idea, and it's definitely worth talking about. You know, there's a lot of negativity surrounding Major League Baseball currently, and so yeah, it's a valid question to ask. Hey, is that negativity going to carry over, into the baseball collectibles marketplace, right? I was back in the last work stoppage. I was 7 or 8 years old, so it's not like I was really understanding, the ebbs and flows of baseball cards. If we're going to kind of compare something to this, so I'm not really sure how that affected things. At that point, we were kind of in the midst of the junk era for baseball cards too, so nothing was really all that valuable to begin with. But I mean, to just kind of clarify the point here, right? Are we asking, okay, right now, negativity around the sport, is that affecting collectibles? The only thing that I really have to go on right now as a parallel is sports cards. So like, what are baseball cards doing right now? And just last weekend, Friday. So Friday was the release of one of the most important baseball sets of the year, and it's Bowman Draft, right? Bowman Draft came out on Friday. And if you're into prospecting, and by that means like collecting minor leaguers, it's a set full of all of the draft picks from this last draft. So none of these players have NFTs on Candy yet. But this is like their first baseball card, right? So the checklist got released. There was some negativity surrounding it. They left off some of the bigger hitters in the draft. If you're into that stuff, like Brady House, Khalil Watson, those sorts of people don't have autographs in the set. Kind of turned a lot of people off. On Friday, when the product was released for a box of Bowman Draft, it was $400. $400 gets you a box of cards.
How many's in a box? Just curious.
Hold on.
Maybe a roundabout or
32 cards per pack, 12 packs per box. So 32 times 12. There's 384 cards in that box. So that box of cards was $400 on release day. That was 3 days ago. 3 days ago. So you had a checklist that people weren't all that excited about. You've got a Major League Baseball lockout that people have a ton of negativity around the sport. Guess what you have to pay if you want to buy that exact same box today, Donardo?
$500.
Close. So 3 days later, $475 right now for the exact same box. So I'm kind of here to just tell you that if this is parallel to the baseball card marketplace as far as values go and excitement around it, that hasn't been affected. 3 days later, we've already seen a 25% increase in the price of the product, essentially. So, yeah, so it's doing just fine in the baseball card world. So I would just imagine I would imagine these two marketplaces are pretty parallel to each other. It's probably the same people who are involved. We're talking about the same players involved, same subjects. So I would imagine there will be a lot of parallels, but I'm here to tell you that it hasn't affected the baseball card marketplace. So I wouldn't expect it to affect the NFT marketplace.
Yeah, I like that input, and that's one thing, and I've talked about on the show. I mean, you very, very knowledgeable in the actual, in real life NFTs.
the real life NFTs, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So actually, sports cards and such, you gain, you give a lot of perspective and knowledge on that end. And that's what I think is kind of unique about, Topps, even Panini, NBA Top Shot, Candy, all these sites that do this is, you have the people like you, right? The people that are in collecting and they got into the NFT space because there's another type of collection and a new way of doing it and how cool it is. But I feel like you also have a lot of people that are in the NFTs, which I feel like I can fall more in line with this, that now find this stuff. And so for myself, not in the sports collecting, the paper cards, right? You want to say, not into that space. I guess I wouldn't know how that market is, how that translates. You've said on the show, we've talked about it. And again, it's something we can kind of speculate right now, but we'll find out soon about the whole pitchers and batters dynamic. The hitters go for a lot more money than pitchers typically, correct?
Yeah, if you're opening a pack of cards, you want your good cards to be hitters, not pitchers.
So
yeah,
that's good to know.
Yeah.
Someone like myself, I would have no idea about that. So if I was sitting on, say, a Mike Trout and a Jacob deGrom, I might kind of almost, I know Trout's still, maybe a Juan Soto or a Fernando Tatis, right? If I'm sitting on Tatis Jr. or Jacob deGrom, I might kind of look at them as similar. They're both the same. They're both one of the most elite at the position. Where in theory, as you're saying, in the paper card world, you want the Tatis Jr., right?
So the one thing, the pitchers will do well if they're elite. Once they're established that they're probably going to be Hall of Famers, the pitchers are fine, right? The Max Scherzer card market is doing great. The Jacob deGrom card market is doing great, right? What isn't doing great are your younger guys who you think are going to have a pretty good future. Who's it? Like Trevor Rogers, right? Trevor Rogers for the Marlins just put up a great year. It was rookie year. He finished second in the National League Rookie of the Year voting. But Trevor Rogers cards aren't necessarily doing anything. They're not turning the needle for people. So if you're looking at that sort of thing, now if Trevor Rogers does this for another 10 years, right, then yeah, Trevor Rogers cards will go up. But yeah, until you've kind of established yourself as a future Hall of Famer, your pitcher values just aren't quite there like the hitters are.
Gotcha. So that makes sense. So like
Yeah.
you're saying, like well, as a matter of fact, let me go to my candy collection right now
Yeah.
because I have all those type of pictures. So,
Yeah. Right. So like
But-
your DeGroms are probably going to do just fine.
So like for instance, and this could be a really good example because there's a guy who's done really, really well. So I might think of him in this sense. Zach Wheeler, fantastic year, Cy Young, but he doesn't have the track record, certainly in a Hall of Fame path. So Zach Wheeler might not have what I might have thought, like just based on my NFT experience, like my thought is coming in. He might not have the glamour as I might expect.
That's correct.
Based
So like,
on-
so if you were to take like a Zach Wheeler rookie card and maybe someone who's like a hitter, who's like a similar value type guy, but he's a hitter, that hitter is always going to be ahead of Zach Wheeler.
It's good to know.
Yeah. But yeah,
Cool.
I mean, you're right. I mean, Zach Wheeler was what, runner up for Cy Young Award, right?
Mhm.
So he's a good pitcher.
Which he got robbed, by the way. But anyway,
You could debate that, right? So he's a good pitcher, but like Zach Wheeler's probably not on a Hall of Fame trajectory, right? Like Kevin Gossman, same thing. Had a really good year last year.
Not him,
But like
too.
Kevin Gossman in the sports card hobby, nobody wants Kevin Gossman, right? So, Gossman's not going to be anywhere near even just like your average hitter. So like I'm looking at Kevin Gossman and he's right next to let's say Trey Turner on my list, right?
Yeah.
Trey Turner is going to be worth more than Kevin Gossman.
So that's interesting. So like I said, that's kind of the dynamic where like myself coming from more or less NFTs into this space wouldn't really know that. You coming from the, your side of it into here, you have that perception and such. And again, I think that's why it all kind of ties in because we're talking about is the lockout going to almost like FUD the projects, are they going to cause any issues? And from your perspective, right, you don't see any issues on like in real life sports collecting, right? And in my perspective too, and we both can talk about this, like as far as NFT goes, I don't think it really matters too much. Like I feel as if no one really even cares it's happening. These are still, for the most part, really good moments, right? These are really, really top of the tier moments. I mean, they're all stars, right?
Yeah.
Or the handpicked one prospect from every team. We can debate that, but like there's still good moments, the rare moments, and I don't feel as if people are going to say the lockout or fear the lockout and be in here and be like, I don't know about getting into candy right now. I think for the most part, it's indifferent. It's no change at all.
So I think that's where we're at right now, right? And it's January, so there's no baseball going on right now, anyways. I could see there being some sort of an effect on the market if we were to miss a substantial amount of the season, right? So if it comes down to it and it's April and we still haven't figured anything out, neither side has figured anything out. And so we miss April and then we miss May and then we miss June. And so bam, you just missed 3 months out of the year. Then I could see people being like, you know what? I'm just getting out of this altogether. You guys can't come together. You're ruining this for me. It's not fun anymore. I just want to sell everything. And when you get people who are wanting to sell a lot of stuff, it creates more supply than demand, thus, lowering prices. Right. So I could see that happening, but we're not to that point yet. But like I said, if it's summer, if it gets to summer and we don't have baseball, then I could see some real effect on the demand for this stuff.
That has some real potential because everything you just said. I mean, so when Candy had their drop, before they had their drop, we were talking about this a little bit, and of course they had their drop, and we more or less started our show, right? I think that was their first show, was the very first drop.
Yeah.
So, we did discuss how we're kind of bullish on this. We like Candy, the project and such, but it's kind of weird and unique that they're starting it like as the World Series passes, right when the offseason begins. So it's almost like, okay, so what happens next? And, they took the methodical process of, we're going to get all this stuff right. There's a drop, but we're kind of sitting tight. They've done some stuff, with the jerseys and the plays of the days. Like they've done a little bit here and there throughout. So kind of carrying on over, but it's not like it's been very impactful. It's not like they've released a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you're right. Like that can only last too long. So we've made it to January. We're excited about the marketplace. Once the marketplace opens up, well, what's the next thing to look forward to? Right. Okay, that's done. That's in the past now. So what's next? And I think that's where you're right. It could definitely impact them because there's no 2022 baseball. What are they going to release? Now, mind you, we don't know. Here we go into speculation and regulation again. But
Twice. That's twice.
Shout out to Antonio Brown. So the cool thing about it is we do know they have the license on basically the entire catalog, the video library of MLB. So they could, in theory, go back and pull some stuff out the vault, right? They could have some archive or vintage drops, do whatever. Mm-hmm. And I think that could, help. Maybe they're going to do that right now in the offseason until the season begins as well. Again, don't know. Candy for listening. Ken Griffey Jr. my way. I'll appreciate it. But yeah, that can go so long. If we're into June and there's no baseball, then you're right. I could see some impact.
Yeah, because I'm still not sure. Like, I mean, we'll find out. But what's their next? Like, are they going to kind of go like a Top Shot and route where you have a Series 1? And so like 2022 is basically your Series 1 NFTs, and you kind of make a whole set of them to go along with plays of the day. It kind of sounds like that the plays of the day route they're going to be doing throughout the season. I mean, that just makes sense. Just every day, do a play of the day from the previous day, right? That just makes sense to me. So yeah, it'll be curious to see how they do it. They have the historical moments, so maybe you could even line it up where like if it comes to opening day and there's no baseball, then, you can just go back and say, hey, here's an April 1st historical moment. And you can go back and say, hey, what was something really cool that happened on April 1st back in the history of baseball? There's 130 years of it. And you can find something, right? And make it an NFT, right? So you could do like a historical play of the day. So there's a lot of things that they could do without baseball. But I feel like in order to really maximize the potential of the project, you definitely want baseball being played.
Fully agree there. But you did mention, and I think I'll talk about that too, just slightly, but it has been confirmed. So we did learn from Kenny of the minimal announcements they've been able to really discuss and such. They did more or less state that there is going to be a play of the day. So we had some taste of that from the World Series, right? They had the play of the day of every game. That is something they intend to do. And you, like, again, in real life, Topps has a play of the day as well, right? I think it's $10. You get a card.
So Topps does like a Topps Now. It's called Topps Now. And yeah, they come out with it typically every day where they'll come out with something new that happened in the previous day. Yeah.
Gotcha. So,
and like Ian mentions here, the MLB The Show kind of does the same thing where they actually take those moments that happened in real life, put it into the video game, right? And then you have to recreate those moments. So it's a really cool feature of MLB The Show that a lot of people like. Let's say if Fernando Tatis Jr. hits a walk-off grand slam, right? So later that week, that specific moment will be in MLB The Show video game, and you have to recreate it, right? And once you recreate it, you get points towards getting, some sort of reward through the game, whether that be, a souped-up Fernando Tatis character that you can put on your team, right? So there's all kinds of things you can do with it. But yeah. He does mention MLB The Show has kind of been utilizing this concept in their video game for a while now.
So all Candy has to do is have people submit their videos of them in the backyard, recreating those moments, and you'll get a play of the day from them. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. What if we just did it all on video? We just made NFTs of our streaming video games.
No, I mean in real life. I mean, like you're in the backyard. Yeah. I want
like
you to recreate
ball.
it.
You could do like wiffle ball. Yeah.
Yes. Then you got to submit your videos to Candy, and then they'll get selected to get a play of the day.
Yeah. I like it.
But yeah, I do. I think it was inevitable for us, I believe, like to have a play of the day. I mean, it's so easy. It creates a lot of I guess interest, to put it. I mean, people like that. We see like with Top Shots how they do with reward challenge and such. I mean, just to have action every day to buy something. So it makes a whole lot of sense to do that. And like for us, you have that player, but this play could mean something to you. Like, oh my God, I can't wait. Like you talk about with Tops at times or whatever, like that play is good. You just know that play is going to be out there tomorrow. Can't wait to get it because maybe it's memorable for you or whatever. So you get to have that piece of MLB memory into your candy account.
So I think that's where they can really capitalize on these plays of the day is, you maybe you're someone who you've never bought an NFT in your life, right? But you're a huge Miami Marlins fan, right? I don't know if they're out there or exist, but shout out Marlins.
They're there. Shout out to the Marlins.
So let's say if you're a
Marlins,
Marlins fan, right? You're a Marlins fan, and let's say your favorite player on the Marlins, let's say Jazz Chisholm, just hits an absolute bomb, walks it off against the Braves, and you're all excited. Your whole fan base is excited. You're in first place, and you just jump the Braves in the standings, and it's a huge moment for you as a Marlins fan. And then the next day, it's like, oh man, I can actually purchase that moment as an NFT. That I think could actually get people into NFTs to just be like, you know what? I've never bought an NFT before, but here's an NFT of Jazz Chisholm walking it off against the Braves. And I was there last night. I was one of the 400 Marlins fans in attendance, and I want this NFT, right? And so you drop your, $25 or whatever it is to buy the moment, and boom, there you go. You've got your play of the day, Jazz Chisholm walk-off home run, right? So
yeah,
I think
JJ Bleday gets his debut, first at bat, home run.
Right. But I think that could definitely, like I said, I think that's a good way to get people into the space who maybe wouldn't have been there before. And they're like, you know what? Screw it. For $25, let me get this thing.
True. Yeah, I'm all for it. Again, play of the day just makes a whole lot of sense. It has been confirmed they will do that.
Yeah.
So cool, as long as there is a season. Because we don't know when lockout end.
Right. Yeah, we don't know. Hopefully,
we may never know.
Hopefully, there's something because, I don't want this anymore. We went through 2020 with, 60 games. I don't want to do that again.
Same. I don't. I am a bit optimistic that we will have a full season to some degree. Mm-hmm. I do think this will go into spring training, which by the way, the players won't mind. Like I almost feel like players are like, let's just drag this out a little bit so we don't have to have as long as spring training. Because I mean, for like they've been talking about for the longest how it's just too long. So I almost feel like the players might even be like, yeah, let's just, you know what? We actually do like these terms. Let's just kind of chill for a little bit. Man. Just act like we don't, right? Like I don't like the period in that sentence right there. Mm-hmm. I have some issues on this Oxford comma. Let's rewrite this. We'll come back in a week.
Yeah. No, I mean, do you need a full month worth of spring training games?
The players say absolutely not.
Players probably don't want that. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the pitchers need to work their arms up to, 5-6 innings, but can you do that quicker than a month? I don't know. Probably.
Yeah. They say they can.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know. If they say they can, then
yeah,
it is what it is. But yeah, again, I'm optimistic. I feel like there'll be a full season. Let's hope so. Let's hope for our pockets and my entertainment value come April.
Right.
And hopefully we have baseball and we don't have to worry about this. But yeah. So I guess moving forward from that, talk about play of the day, talked about the lockout a little bit. As far as candy goes, again, there's not too much information to discuss at this point. The floodgates probably will open next week, though. So get ready. Yep. I'm ready. What do you want to talk about next? Shall we?
Do we just want to open packs? We got some packs, right?
We do have a lot of Top Shot packs.
Or is there something else to talk about? I think that's everything.
Not really.
Do you want to talk about tops?
I do. Can I just mention it? I got to get this off my chest. I just have to, Jim. You know me. I just got to keep it 100 because just so down on tops. Just so down. You've expressed your issues. I've expressed mine. They're having card issues again today. They also, as we talked last week, or actually 2 weeks ago, we talked about, I think, one of the two, that they give us this free NFT. And we said how we'd be able to open it next year. Didn't have a date, didn't have a time. I thought it was the first day. You pointed out that it says the beginning of next year, right, in January. So, okay, cool. Early January, which is like candy, same thing. Early first week of January, we'll have the marketplace open. Cool, no big deal. Well, turns out today they posted on the Discord that somebody didn't know, because not all of everyone got emails for this. So people were like responding back like, hey, I didn't get the email for my code. I didn't get the email for my code. Well, guy from Tops today was like, yeah, I didn't realize that I could send that code to you guys. I didn't get that email. But sorry, you won't be able to get the codes though, but sorry. So no NFT for you. I mean, come on, Jim.
I mean, I'm not expecting this to be anything. It's probably
for some people, it's literally not a thing.
That's true. I mean, it's probably going to be a card with like a picture of Santa Claus in it, throwing a first pitch at a baseball game or something. Like, I don't know what it's going to be, but I have no faith in it being something good. So I don't know. Maybe I'll keep my holiday gift unopened, and then I can sell it to one of those people who didn't get it. So I'll just be a regifter. I'll regift it, but for a fee. That sounds
like a deal.
For a fee.
Now I'm opening mine. There's no way I'm not. I can't not open something. So I will open it. We'll find out on some broadcast coming up what it is.
Yeah.
And but yeah, hey, at least we did get ours. For those who didn't, I'm sorry. Apparently Tops is as well. All right,
I was finally able to withdraw money from my Tops account too. So shout out to Tops. That issue was resolved. I had to do a few steps, but it worked.
You know, it is what it is. The very beginning shows, I felt bad. I was sorry. It was like, we're going to talk some stuff about Tops, but here's our experiences. At this point in time, I'm just not sorry anymore. I'm not. I do look forward to kind of shit on Tops here and there, because I feel like that's what they're doing to me and all the people. So it just is what it is in return as well.
I mean, people still can't even buy stuff if they want to.
Right. Yep. So, okay, we'll move on. Enough Tops. We do have some stuff on Top Shot to open up. Quite a few packs. So let's just get into it. Let's have some fun. Who's going first?
I feel like you never go first. So
okay.
I think you should go first. Yeah.
So let me get my screen up. All right, here we go.
All right.
One thing I'll mention, I think I talked about this before, but as we all know, Jim, I cannot not open packs. Can't hold them. Can't do it. But you see this
Look
here?
Look at you.
Well, I guess
Look at you with all those packs.
See that base two common packs still here? That WNBA still here from before? I'm impressed. Not opening up anything from the past. Series 2, and I guess if I get a Series 1, I'm opening that up real quick. But like all the Series 2s, if we're getting like reward challenges, this point on, I'm holding them. Hope it works out, but that's what I'm doing.
Good luck with that. I think you can do it.
I'm confident. I feel like it. But we do have some packs today. So last week there was the drop, right? The Series 3. Release 6. I think we each got just 2 packs, right? You got 2, I got 2.
I got 3, but I opened 2.
Oh, so you only have 1 left.
I have 1 left.
Okay. So you bought 3. You have one left. I bought 2, have all of them because I held longer than you, Jim. How about that?
It's true.
And then we each have the easy and medium flash challenge from Christmas Day that was delivered today. So let's do it. I guess I'll open up the fandom ones first.
Yeah, do those.
Which I don't know which is, this was the easy one, right?
The middle one. Yeah. Which this was just an awesome moment.
Oh God. I mean,
I'm kind of glad they made this the easy one, so like people could have it, because like it's pretty tight.
I'll put it this way: it is. All 3 were actually really nice. But yeah, the second I saw this, I mean, I think everyone just who's in this into Top Shot, that was their immediate response. This is a moment. 12, 5, 19. I think 17,000 were minted of this one.
Yeah, right around there. Whew.
I mean, in game, are you for real?
Pretty sick.
Like this won a dunk contest in '94, like
Right.
J.R. Ryder,
Yeah.
and he's doing this in game.
That's a dunk contest dunk.
Right.
Yeah.
It won it. So yeah, pretty sweet. 17,828 were minted.
Yeah.
So cool. On to the next one. This was the medium challenge, which 12,000 were done.
So the medium challenge required the top 5 scorers on Christmas Day plus 3 rare moments.
Which I did have to purchase 2, by the way. $5,097. So also, like, really cool moment because you're doing that to LeBron James.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
So I think that's what makes this a cool moment is the fact that, yeah, he's basically just throwing it down right over LeBron. Anything that has LeBron in it is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, it's LeBron, and he just dunked it right on his head.
And I feel like a lot of people that, are in the Top Shot, they kind of joke about, LeBron, like maybe overused to a degree. They got it's got to be LeBron. Like we see the Dwayne Wade moment, right? It was LeBron in it. I feel like this is like the first one of the few, if not the first, that like it's happening to LeBron. Like he's getting posterized in this one.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool dunk.
All right, make sure to open
All right, Series 3. Now I finally pulled my first rookie out of Series 3 last week.
Didn't even have it on stream.
Nope. Must be unlucky.
All right, here we go.
All right, good luck.
Nothing.
It's $3.
So how about I sold all my duplicates to Tong last week for his trade tickets. Tong, by the way, Trash Cats. Again, if you're in a Top Shot, go check out Trash Cats. But Tong traded in 350 tickets to get a Series 1, and he made out nice.
Yeah, he did. He did well. Did you say he got Giannis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his debut. It was 1,800 at the time, like 1,790.
It's a good one.
So nothing.
Yeah, not the best pack there.
All right, we'll move forward. Here comes my rookies, Jim. 3 of them. Give me Franz. Nope. Cameron Payne. How many times have we opened a Cameron Payne? We might have all 60,000 Cameron Paynes.
Yeah, we've got quite a few of them.
There's nothing.
Nah.
Oh, I don't have him.
I don't even know who I have anymore. That was a good move. Broke his ankles. He did the look back.
Yeah, that was disrespectful. All right, here it is. Nope.
No.
Bradley Beal.
And nothing
All right.
too useful there.
So that's it for me.
All right, so let's do. All right. So I got the 2 challenge rewards, the 2 fandom packs. I've got the Series 2 pack, which we will open that tonight. I'm not going to be like you and hold Series 2 packs. And then Series 3 pack. So let's start with the fandoms. Just basically checking out serial numbers here.
Mm-hmm. What if you got 1225? That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat. So 74, 72. God, that's such a sick dunk. Okay. Man, it was like 126 off of a perfect mint.
Oh, wow. You were that close.
All right. Let's do Series 3.
Yeah, so we can blow past it. Oh, look at that, Jim. Cameron Payne.
All right, Tatum. He's useful in challenges. I think I already have one, but it's always good to at least have a Jason Tatum.
I was going to say, he just went off for 50 the other night. Last night, I think, right? Nice cereal.
Okay. It's a limited edition.
Oh, nice.
D'Angelo. He's from right here in Louisville. I don't know if you know that.
I did not.
Yeah, he's a Louisville kid. And Fernie Simmons. Okay. That one's way up there. 59,000. I think that's my second D'Angelo Russell. So none of those were new. Yeah. So I had all 3.
Yeah, we're all shocked.
Yeah. I that Russell I think is decent though as a limited edition. Like I want to say that's like a $9 moment.
I'll tell you what, while you open up your S2, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
$10.
All right. Covers the price of the pack.
Yep.
Okay. Series 2. Let's go. Let's get some badges. All right, JoJo. He is in tonight's challenge, by the way. So the challenge tonight.
Oh, he's already in?
Yeah. Challenge tonight is the first people to score 15 points in their games.
Yep.
And he, I believe, is in it. Yep, he is. So far, it's Kyle Kuzma, Joel Embiid, and Ja Morant. So those are the 3 that you need so far. So we got JoJo. Quickly. Oh, that's a rookie.
Oh,
I didn't realize that.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, because it's Series 2. Okay. We'll take it.
Color moment.
Michael Carter Williams. All right.
Another
Not a
decent
bad
pack.
Yeah, not bad. I think I had that Embiid, but yeah, not bad. I'll take it.
Cool. Well, that
Cool.
pretty much wraps up our show tonight.
It does.
So, with that said, next time we're here, we will have the Candy Marketplace on stream.
It's a big deal.
I'm so pumped. And you know, I'm gonna be semi pissed about. They're gonna like do it tomorrow morning. Like when I wake up tomorrow morning, it's gonna be there. I'm like, why, Candy? Why?
If they do it tomorrow, we might have to do like an emergency podcast.
You think? I'm down for it if so.
Yeah.
Because I'd be too excited not to.
Yeah, perhaps.
All right.
see.
Well, it's possible. Yeah. We'll be on before next Monday.
Yep.
All right. Well, anything you want to say, Jim?
I don't think so. I think we're all good.
All right. Well, then we will see you guys next Monday or sooner. So,
yes.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.